Imagine me starting on time. What a weird turn of events. I don't know if I ever explored this hole, so I'm gonna do that now. I don't think I did. I would have started on the ocean, but there were sharks there, so I had to sail over to land. Just in case anybody's that concerned about continuity. And we're off to a fairly typical start by my standards, honestly. Let's try that again. I've still been playing a fair amount of Monster Hunter, so typical disclaimer, if I mess up any inputs, it's because I'm used to Monster Hunter. This seems straightforward enough. I forgot that I actually have to push the glide button if I wish to glide. Zurian, welcome. Another joy pendant. Okay, so I originally thought that I needed a hook shot to get up here, but I guess I don't. Temple of Winds looks different to you, remember? That's because it's not the Temple of Winds. Ooh, treasure chart. Let's open that up. That, I think, is... I don't think that's Outset. Is that Forsaken Fortress? Yeah, that's Forsaken Fortress. Oh, hello. Something that I should do while I'm thinking about it is going back to Dragon Roost and getting the Tingle statue there. Like, it's not really that important in the slightest, but I'd kind of like to do it. I should also grab the one from Forest Haven, but I can do that when I go there for Makar. Getting the statues doesn't take long if you know where they are. Yep, I remember the rooms where they are. Like, I remember the scenery. I don't necessarily remember how to get there quickly, but like... once I see it, I'll recognize it immediately. I actually played with the Tinkle Tuner quite a lot when I was younger. Are you interested in this thing? It's an exotic flower. Would you be interested in trading that for this sickle moonflag? Yes. That settles things. That thing looks really cool. We have formed a merchant's oath. If memory serves, there are 6 different items to trade for, and then the final reward is a piece of heart. Bomb Island, I return home. Oh, you know what? I should also go to that one other island that had, blockages inside of it. Because I didn't have bombs then, but I do have bombs now. Get used as a paperweight, nerd. Oh, that stick drift is going to annoy me. It's going to annoy me a lot. Well, looks like they stay open, so this is fine. I feel like that should count. Well, that did. Not to keep complaining about the same thing, but I really wish I could get my hands on a modern controller that just didn't have any issues. Also, where's the King of Red Lions? There he is. Like, this controller has really nasty drift, but only sometimes for some reason. And the one that I had before that would just randomly disconnect all the time. And like beyond that, it's nearly impossible to find a controller that actually is wired these days. wired controllers are extinct. I mean, this one is wired, technically. Oh, hello. I wasn't even looking for you. PS4 controller good. My problem with PlayStation controllers is that Windows doesn't natively support them, and DS4 Windows, which is like the software that you use to make Windows support them, doesn't seem to like me very much because I have to reconfigure it every single time I want to use my controller for anything. It does natively support DualShock 5. Ooh, nice. Shoot. But yeah, if you say that it supports it natively, then the next time I get a controller for my PC, I'll definitely get a PS5, because PlayStation controllers have better ergonomics for me. My hands are not very large. Or rather, my hands are not as large as Microsoft thinks gamer hands are. Sadly, these controllers are super expensive. To be fair, with the amount that I use a controller, like, I don't mind spending like $100 on it if it gets the job done. Ah well, won't be relevant for a while. Maybe I'll ask Santa for a new controller. Or maybe I'll get like 49,000 followers overnight and get like a brand deal so I can make like Vox branded controllers. That would be ideal. Hey, do you want more gold feathers? Nope. Yeah, having my own merchandise would be the dream. I actually considered doing that a while back. Like, not just having merch in general. I wish I could just decide to have merch. But like, specifically back when I was doing Magic the Gathering in person, I couldn't find card sleeves that I liked. So I thought to myself, okay, is there such a thing as like custom card sleeves that you can like order online? Like upload an image, turn it into a card sleeve? And the answer is no. Because the printers that do these things only do bulk jobs. So technically yes, but only if you order in batches of like 20,000 rather than like the 40 that make up a deck. But I briefly considered ordering 20,000 custom sleeves. Because like they don't sell to customers, they sell to suppliers. So the idea is that like you order 20,000 and then you sell them in like batches of 20. And like if I had continued to keep doing Magic the Gathering, like over time they would have gotten used, but I didn't, and luckily I never actually bought them. But it also does mean that like if I ever do get big, Custom card sleeves are a thing I could put on a merch store pretty simply. I would just need to make or commission art for them. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, I am like a million years away from being able to consider any sort of merchandising, so moot point. This platform is just barely not big enough to fight this thing properly on. And that kind of bugs me. The part of me that plays Minecraft is like, this should be making obsidian, not volcanic rock. It's like, that's not how this works. If memory serves, the Tingle statue is across a jump like this. It's just indoors. It's like in a little alcove that doesn't seem to have any other purpose. I think it's actually a lot closer to the start of the dungeon. Only one you remember is Earth Temple. Yeah, I did that one already. Yeah, I think it's over here, actually. Yeah, I think it's through here. That's not it, but it's in this area. I think. Yeah, like I say, once I see it, I should recognize it. But yeah, TLDR, if I ever get like super successful, expect to see me rocking like all of my own merch. Like I will absolutely like wear my own hoodies in public. Granted, that's also partially because I feel like most, like, merchandise fashion designs are really not very good looking, actually. And I would, like, try to put an effort to, like, actually make them into something that you would actually wear outside of, like, a convention center. You expect me to make super girly merch and pressure my fans, males included, to wear it? I mean, there's nothing wrong with a man wearing feminine clothing. But no, depending on how much influence I actually had over the design, I would genuinely try to make stuff that just looked generically good. I just went in a big circle. Hold that thought, I'm looking this up. Dragon Roost. Tingle statue. Okay. It's down on the first floor. Specifically, it's through this door. Which is one of the few places that I never actually checked for some reason. Yeah, that's it right there. I was like, where's this alcove? Yeah, like the only reason I didn't grab this on my way through the dungeon the first time is because I didn't have bombs. Alright, statue again. I just had a silly idea. Imagine merchandise that's just like a statue of me. That was not the Deku Leaf. Like full-size 1-to-1, not like a figurine. Carved out of like solid marble, it costs like several $1,000s. There's like no profit margin in selling them at cost. I feel like that would be like a power move type thing. That is self-inflicted embarrassment? Not at all. If people want, like, statues of me, they can have them. That wouldn't be embarrassing at all. When I say of me, by the way, I mean like my VTuber persona. It's like, they wouldn't be that big, I'm only like 5 foot tall. 5'6" with the ears. Fun fact, I actually have the exact same height and ear size as Miyabi from Zenless Zone Zero. But I was doing it first. Oh, and I've got the bug going on. That's not good. Or maybe I don't, and I'm just silly. Ooh, crevasse. Well, this place looks fancy. Hello. I totally forgot that this place existed. It's kind of like the Cave of Ordeals, except it's really more like the Cave of Inconveniences because it's nowhere near the same magnitude. Not that the Cave of Ordeals is particularly, difficult to handle. That reminds me, I also need to get the Great Spin attack from Outset. I remember the trial to get it is actually surprisingly difficult, at least if you're impatient. I was about to make a comment like, I wonder who goes around like hiding money in like grass and pots for us to break. Then I remember that that actually has a canon answer. It's the Minish. I'm really looking forward to playing Minish Cap. Minish Cap is like they took like the Oracle games and like everything that they did super well and did it even better. It's such a good game. Ish? What ish? Alright, Orca. Just practicing the old shark punch. Ah, Ariel, you're alright. Why did you not tell me about Arrow? That was thoughtless of you. This island has seen hard times ever since you departed. I don't know what you've been doing on your journey, but you seem a little more daring these days. That look in your eye is not the one that you left here with. Very good. Show me just how much you've improved your sword skills. Okay. If I must say so, your skills with the sword are still at the level of a page. Very good. Try to hit me 100 times or more before I hit you 3 times. I feel like if we just sent Orca out to save Errol, like he would have soloed Ganondorf day one. Like there just wouldn't be a plot. I do like that he gives you a little bit of leeway. I remember it being, I remember him demanding like a flawless performance, like you had to hit him a certain number of times without taking a single hit at all. Alright, finish me off. "103, you've improved. I guess it was wrong of me to treat you like you were still a lowly page. You are a page no more. Now you're a knight. Knight, it is not much, but it is now yours. Take this with you." Isn't there a 300 reward too? Can I get them all in one go? I thought I had to do them one at a time. What's that? The Knight's Crest? Does that intrigue you, young one? It is still too early to discuss such things with you, but if you happen across 10 of those, show them to me. Then I can tell you what they are and what they do. But I will only speak if you get 10. I thought he needed 20. Why, that is a Knight's Crest. I like that he drops his weapon in shock. How many of those do you have? Huh. Then I suppose the time has come for me to speak to you about the crests. The Knight's Crest. It is the symbol of a courageous knight. But not just anyone can gather them. No, it takes a soul who possesses not only power, but wisdom and courage as well. Any courageous soul who gathers 10 of these crests can learn a powerful new sword technique. Both my brother and I dreamt of learning this technique in our youth. We worked so hard to collect the crests. But it took many long years and adventures beyond count before we even approached finding 10 of them, and we both grew old. It appears you have enough might to learn that technique now. Perhaps, just perhaps, you can master it. Very good, Ariel. Heed my words. Hold V to build up power, then release it. Come at me, now, do it. I fucking love the screaming. Pardon my French. You learned the Hurricane Spin. It consumes magic power. Amazing, Ariel. You did it. You've mastered the Hurricane Spin. At last, you have made our long-held dream come true. Oh, the joyful tears. They won't stop. I thought my tears had dried up long ago. There is nothing left for me to teach you. I am certain now that you will save your sister Errol and bring her home to Outset. Wanna fight me again? So you say that there's a piece of heart at either 300 or 500. Very good, Knight. Try to hit me 300 times. It adds up quickly. I was absolutely about to unleash the Hurricane Spin on this Hulk man. But I see I don't have magic power in here, so that's probably why I can't. You was thinking about the other day that I haven't thought about in literally years? The Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius video game for PC. That is the tangent of tangents. It kind of is. But like, that game was installed on a computer at the local library when I was a kid, but I was never allowed to use that computer because my mother, who was the one who took me to the library, thought that computers were evil. So I've always kind of had a desire to play that game. I should try to find a copy of it and see if it still runs all this time later. Oh yeah, that one came out way too fast. If Orca actually beats me, I'm not trying this again. At least not right now. I will get tilted. Not hard, just super blind. Yeah, I kind of noticed. Now I'm imagining like a randomizer speedrun where like Orca 1000 hits is hiding like the light arrows or something. Come to think of it, I've watched a fair number of Wind Waker speedruns. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do Orca's minigame. Alright. Enough. Ah, 301. You've improved. It was wrong of me to treat you like a child. From now on, you have my respect. I shall call you Swordswoman. Swordswoman, you will likely need something like this in your travels. Take it. Yeah, I might come back later. Pizza Heart of 500. I might come back later. I don't feel like doing that right now. I've already learned the, Wind God's aria. So I just need to go to Forest Haven to get Makar. I don't think I can get the rest of the Triumph Forks without the hookshot. After 1,000 to get 200 rupees, Orca starts referring to me as Master and starts speaking super politely. That's kinda cool. I like that. there are the notes from the waterfall. I knew that that would come up later. I just forgot exactly where. Hi, Makar. Oh, Ariel, I haven't seen you in quite some time, have I? I'm surprised you were able to find me here. Huh? You're wondering why I'm all the way down here? I'm practicing a new song for next year's ceremony, and I need privacy. It isn't any fun if everybody knows in advance what song I'll play. What? You can hear my song outside? Really? I thought the sound of the waterfall would drown it out. Perhaps I should play a little more softly when I practice from now on. Why, is that a conductor's baton? Ariel, are you a maestro? That's incredible! Are you gonna conduct for me, Ariel? What kind of song is it? I can't wait to hear it. Please conduct. Does it go something like this? Strange. Why does it feel like I already know this song? That's kinda cute. I like that. Ariel, the sacred song that you conducted has awakened me. I know myself now. I am the Sage of the Wind Temple. It is my fate to return the power to repel evil to your Master Sword, and to ease the regrets of my ancestors. Oh, Ariel, please, you must take me with you to the Wind Temple. I will do that, but I'm gonna grab a Tingle statue first. It's on like a little platform near like one of the floating houses in the Forbidden Woods, if memory serves. It's like at ground level. I think there might be a shortcut up, but I can't remember. No, there's a shortcut to the statue gallery. I don't think that there's one to the Forbidden Woods. Pretty sure this was the way out. that was like higher up rather, is how you get over there, I think. Wind was already at my back. Gotta wait for the hurricane to complete a rotation. Hold on, I'll do it myself. Where did I? There it is. Wait, does it not count if I do it to myself? Huh. That's really weird. I wonder why that didn't work. Yeah, hold on, why is everything broken? Let's see if I do this. I can like send it manually and it works. Is it like... And then if I shoot the fox... Ow, my bones. It must have gotten disconnected from my Twitch somehow. Let's see. It says that I'm still connected. That's really weird. I might have to... I'll try updating it. If that doesn't work, I'll have to do some troubleshooting. For now, I'll just have to fire off everything manually, I guess. I want to say that this one is actually right next to the other pot. No, it's not. This isn't the room. Just to save time. Okay. It's in the basement. Here we are. Yeah, like if I saw the room, I would recognize it immediately, but like finding the room when I'm not just doing the dungeon is a little bit harder. Also, I'm just gonna save and quit out because I think that that's faster than navigating back. Okay, Red Lions is over there. wonder if I can fly that far. I probably can't, but I've got to at least try. Oh no, this isn't even close. I'm not gonna make it to the statue thing, but I might be able to swim the rest of the way. Actually, maybe I could. Hold on. Well, that worked out. Much better than I thought it would, actually. Palettes of figurines, Nintendo Gallery. Membership required to enter. You're incredible. Did you just fly down here? That's the coolest thing ever. Hey, if you can fly, do you think that maybe you can hit that switch over there? Huh? Can you? Huh? You can't see it. It's just over there, up towards the top of the forest haven. Don't you have a telescope? I mean, who doesn't in this day and age? Fun fact, the icon on this guy's bag is the original Octorok sprite from the original Zelda. Cornetta Seagull bait? Yes. I feel like I'm hitting this, it's just not counting. It's totally bouncing off. Yeah, that was dead on. I'll have to get that later. Alright, Makar, to the Wind Temple, which is all the way up there. Hold on very, very tight. Right, there's also the other fairy island that I should do. I can do that later. Yeah, it's just a quiver upgrade, which isn't that important. Going from 30 to 60 is like way more impactful than going from 60 to 99. Speaking of bow and arrow, I think it's really cool how like this incarnation of the light arrows is like probably the single most powerful weapon in the entire franchise. Like to the point where it's like so ridiculously powerful you almost don't want to use it sometimes. Ariel, as is the case with Medley, I have no doubt that Makar too has some special role to play in these events. Discovering that role is your duty. I am certain that by cooperating, the two of you can overcome the dangers and pitfalls of this temple. As long as they're just pitfalls and not landmines, I probably will be okay. Oops. Fucking stick drift. Come on. Pardon my French. just imagining like trying to brute force a lock by like setting up a speaker to play like every possible sequence of notes in order. Kind of like those devices that like break into bank vaults by like trying every single possible combination in order. Alright, that said, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to go to the bathroom, refill your beverage, anything that would take you approximately 5 minutes. I'll see you in approximately that long. return. It's been closer to 6 minutes than 5, but like, who's counting? Also, Makar, come here. During the break, what I did was I got some more of that hot chocolate that I've been complaining about the last little while, where it's like way too sweet. I had an idea. Yeah, chocolate! You know, I had an idea. Hold that. So like, a serving out. It's like a serving of that chocolate is like 3 tablespoons to 1 cup of water. And I'm like, okay, hold on. If that's too much, what if I just tried 2 tablespoons? Yeah, so I'm gonna try that right now and see if it actually, like, fixes the problem. It definitely tastes watered down, but at the same time it's not like overbearingly sweet. Less than ideal, but I think this is better. Ooh, $100, we take those. Use milk instead. I'm lactose intolerant. But maybe I could pull something off with like some almond milk or similar. Come with me, small wood child thing. I remember this this dungeon being a bit of a brain twister when I was young, because of like all the different states everything can be in. States even. Hot take, there should be 49 states. I think that you guys should just combine North and South Dakota into one big Dakota. Hold that thought. I want to say it's right here. This should be the last Tinkle statue. insanity kind of rough. It feels weird. I enjoy how everything related to Tingle is just like mildly unsettling. Like instead of making Tingle less creepy, they just double down on it. I've got to play freshly picked Rosy Rupee Land at some point. Can't wait for Tingle and BOTW 3. If memory serves, you can get his outfit in 2. I don't know if you can get it in 1. It might be an amiibo outfit in 1. I saw a post the other day that kind of got me thinking. Or rather, I should say, a post the other day that sounded kind of reasonable. Which was essentially... oh no. Well, that was exceptionally rude. Yeah, bye, Makar. Yeah, I saw a post that was like, if you think about it, Tears of the Kingdom would be a COVID game, wouldn't it? Ariel, I'm over here. And like when you start thinking to yourself, hold on a second, what concessions did they have to make because of, you know? A lot of like the weirder design decisions start to kind of make sense. Like how a lot of the rewards for things are just stuff that used to be amiibo rewards. Rather than like having actually like new stuff. It's like, don't get me wrong, they did a lot of really cool things in that game, but at the same time there's a surprising amount of asset flipping. It's like, hold on a second, they might not have actually had time to make new stuff. Just a random thing that comes to mind since I'm playing a Zelda game right now. Well, that was rude. Excuse me, what? I didn't even know that that was a thing that could happen. Floor masters have roper vibes? Yes. Do not the child without consent. Addendum, children cannot consent. They're everywhere, I tell you. It's a conspiracy. Need Makar to get through that. do think it would be kind of cool if they had kept the Tingle Tuner in HD. Like, I feel like that's kind of like an obvious use for the secondary gamepad. And consequently, the decision to just completely cut it out seems a little bit strange to me. Though I do wonder what the Miiverse stuff said back before Miiverse got shut down. Like, I remember seeing a bunch of posts from Miiverse back in the day. People said some really unhinged things in Miiverse. I'm kind of sad that I missed out. It's always really sad when there's like online exclusive components to a game and then the online goes offline. And like they don't patch in something that gives you access to it. Like, since I'm thinking of Monster Hunter, something that they do in like Monster Hunter, at least the games that I've played, is event quests. Like these things that happen for a limited time and then go away. But like they rotate in and out, and after a game stops being a game that they like are actually maintaining, they push a patch that makes it so that every event is always running concurrently. So like you could come back later and just everything is there and you didn't miss out. But like also Monster Hunter, I remember seeing a video about, I think it was one of the Wii Monster Hunters, where they had to, or rather, like once you got to a certain point in the story, like you absolutely had to go online to like the multiplayer gathering hub to like progress the story. But if you couldn't go online, then you couldn't do that. And once online wasn't a place you could go at all anymore, you're just out of luck. And so there was like this huge project to like try and find some way to like glitch into the online city so that like people could actually finish the game. Because like you didn't actually need other players, like you could do the whole thing solo. It's just to be allowed into the city you had to be connected to the internet. But yeah, like I never played World until Monster Hunter World. I never played like Monster Hunter World until like after it was no longer the most recent game. And there was an event weapon that I really wanted, and I could just go get it immediately. Because there was nothing stopping me from doing that. Good luck beating Elatrion solo. I've seen it done. In 3? I've seen it done in World. I've not seen it done in 3. You know, I didn't actually get into Monster Hunter until Rise. Like, this is a little bit off topic because I'm not playing Monster Hunter, but like... Hey, small key. like, when World came out, I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And, like, I had friends who were just like, oh, Monster Hunter is great. Come play Monster Hunter with us. So I got World. Tried to get into World, couldn't get into World. Just the controls didn't feel good to me. Just the gameplay loop didn't feel good to me. I didn't like that I couldn't see how hurt the monsters were. I didn't like how every hunt took like an hour. It just didn't feel good. Rise came out. Oh, that was another thing. My friends who were like in World were all like super high levels, so they tried to like... They took it upon themselves to try and carry me. They were like, oh, let's play together. But in practice, that just entailed them soloing monsters while I watched and felt useless, which honestly made me like it even less. Then Rise came out, and I had a slightly easier time with the controls there. Then I was able to go back to World, start enjoying that. And then Wilds came out recently, and honestly, the controls in that game are immaculate. Hold on, my thing is, yeah, my redeems are broken, but don't worry. I got you covered. This completely unforeseen attack upon my body has rendered me injured. Oh, thank you for the headpats. The sentiment is appreciated. I figure I may as well put this on while I'm in the dungeon. Not a huge fan of how it looks, but... Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, it's still not really to my taste, but this hot chocolate is substantially better when it's not at full concentration. Maybe I'll try mixing in more coffee next time to make up the difference. And there's the hook shot. It extends, it retracts, it latches onto things. What a cool invention. The hook shot is one of those fun things that you don't think too much about, because like the physics behind it are kind of crazy. It would literally rip your arm out. It would rip the arm out of a normal person, but Link is built different. And with the hookshot, I can rescue Makar. But yeah, fun fact, if we try applying real-world math to the things that Link does on camera in video games, at least Breath of the Wild Link is so ridiculously strong that he could literally pick up a rocket and throw it into space one-handed. You don't think the math on that one checks out? It does in Breath of the Wild, at least. The reason being, Taloses, the giant stone golem things. If you aggro one of them but it can't physically reach you, it will break off like a chunk of its arm and heat it at you. And giant chunks of rock flying at high speeds have quite a lot of energy behind them. So, like, if you do this over, like, the longest possible difference, or longest possible distance, it will throw this rock at you so that it will hit you at a certain amount of time. So it's coming at you, like, absurdly fast. So it's got a shit ton of energy behind it, pardon my French. And then Link can parry it. And if Link parries it, the rock gets disintegrated. So Link is taking all of that energy just on the arm, canceling it, completely nullifying it, and then also adding so much energy that it makes the rock functionally cease to exist. And like, we don't necessarily have to reduce it to atoms, but like reducing it to dust would take like a certain amount of like TNT. So like if we scale, so like we can take that and we can say that Link's arm is capable of unleashing that much force. Another joy pendant. He can't lift the talus. He could if he wanted to, and then he could throw it into space. There is nothing holding that man back. I'm getting a phone call. That's really weird. I'll be right back. Break screen maybe good? Nah, I was like 99% convinced that that was a scam, and it was a scam. Where do I want to take Makar now? Now that I look at it, this dungeon's not very big. Do you ignore phone calls by default? I wish I could, but there's a small number of things that I engage with that are archaic enough that they only use phone calls to communicate with people. Especially like doctor-related stuff, so I kind of don't have the luxury of completely ignoring phone calls. Let's see. Yeah, like, I can tell it's fake within, like, 10 seconds, and, like, that's being generous. So spending, like, 10 seconds on it is, for how infrequently it happens, something that I can manage. It just normally doesn't happen during stream hours. Anyway, with Hookshot, I can now come here. Ariel, I think that hookshot you have can probably latch onto the trees that I planted. Give it a try. Oh, Makar. You're like chat. I already know. I like how these trees have little smiley faces on them. Dollar. I don't actually know why I thought that Makar was a better flyer than Medley. Like, they both seem fairly equivalent to me. You don't know why he can fly in the first place? Because he's got a Deku Leaf. And unlike us, his body is small enough that, like, the Deku Leaf can actually, like, carry him up rather than slowing him from going down. Like, if we were lighter, we could fly just like him with our Deku Leaf. Right, it might be because Makar goes up a lot faster than Medley does. I wish trees grew that fast IRL. It would definitely make reforestation a lot easier. Jerk Skull, get over here. I feel like if magic were real, I would absolutely make an effort to learn the magic that makes plants grow better. It just feels really useful in a lot of scenarios. Even if you're not going for like a full-on druid thing. Plus that thing that Amaterasu does in Okami where like everywhere she walks flowers bloom is really nice. Alright, Makar, to the bottom. We don't have a key. Makes life slightly difficult. I may have gotten a little bit ahead of myself. Let's see what this does. Oh, there we go. Well, that was rude. outside of the temple. Which is facing that way. I don't know if I need Makar here, but I'm just going to assume that the answer is yes. That was close. That was close, but we did it. Sorry, my voice is cutting out a little bit. It's getting a tiny bit tired. Not sure why though, I haven't been doing a lot of talking. Or rather, not a lot more than normal. The last time we really spoke was like yesterday during Coliseum. Ow. Starting to suspect that I didn't need to bring Makar here. No, I did not. Oh well. Not like it hurt anything. Now we can go back down and open that door. Just casually turning Makar into blended spinach. Is that a thing that people do? Blend spinach? People do really weird things with blenders. I like how Toon Link can just carry a weapon this size. Like, doesn't even need the power bracelets to justify it. She can just do that. I need to hydrate a bit more. Hold on. Weird room. It's definitely got like a unique aesthetic. your boots tearing up those faces puts a regular target behind it. Makes sense, so that you couldn't soft lock yourself by mistake. Or on purpose. It reminds me of a series on YouTube that I occasionally watch and enjoy called Soft Lock Picking. Where this person soft locks themselves in Pokemon and tries to find ways out of it. Everyone needs a hobby. I mean, yeah, kind of. Challenges can be really fun when you're otherwise kind of... when you've otherwise kind of like exhausted avenues for a game to entertain you. Something that I've seen a few times, but haven't ever done myself. The notion is a Finders Keepers run in a game like Dark Souls, where whenever an item is on your screen that you can reach or use, you must immediately like grab it and use it until the next time that happens. Like, doesn't matter like what your build is, doesn't matter like what your preferred playstyle is. And it actually can result in some interesting routes where, like, take this room for example. Like, let's say that there's gonna be like a claymore here that you want. You might actually, like, go through the room like this, with the camera facing this way so that it's not on camera, so that you can bank it for later. Because as long as it's not on camera, you don't have to grab it. And then, like, if you get, like, screwed over, like, oh no, an enemy has, like, dropped, like, a gag weapon that doesn't do anything, you can come back, look at a claymore, grab it. I don't play nearly as much Dark Souls these days as I used to. Otherwise I probably would have done that. Imagine if this worked like Rudo. Yeah, no, I'd rather not. Get wrecked, nerd. Bully moment. I do enjoy bullying. My hobbies include bullying the weak. Okay, it's coming back to me. Right, there was also that other door that I needed Makar to open. I could do that now if I wanted as well. Yes, viewers, so thank you. I was in somebody else's stream the other day, and they got like a spam bot for advertising, like selling viewers and such. But the message on that one was like weirdly condescending. It was like, tired of your extremely low view count? 5 viewers on. It's like, wow, that's incredibly rude. It's like, now you're trying to shame us into breaking TOS. Was that even remotely necessary? No. Was that fun? Yes. Okay, first floor, that door with Makar. Can I bring Makar through a pot with me? The answer would appear to be no. Alright, Makar, we're going the long way. At least we've got to warp right to the boss. So as long as I can get the boss key fast enough, I might actually be able to finish this dungeon today. Don't have a huge amount of time, but like I could. It's a thing that could happen. If it doesn't, opening a stream with a boss fight is not the worst thing you can do. At least in my opinion. Hi there, Skeleton Man. This is such an awkward way to get out of the hole now that I think about it. It's probably there just to make sure that you don't, like, leave Makar behind. But at the same time, it seems kind of weird. First floor facing east. So yeah, through there. At least Makar doesn't take fall damage. Oh, I can't pull out the leaf mid-air. I was thinking, okay, I'll juggle him to maintain power. No, not down there, not down there. That was close. Oh, there's a chest all the way up here. Interesting. I'll just leave Makar here. Leave Makar to his fate. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Makar's a good player, that's why I bully him. Right, Makar can just fly over this, I think. None of that, please. Yeah, no touch the child. Okay, I think that this is probably where the boss key is. If it's not, I'm out of ideas. Well, I'm not, but if this isn't it, my first idea was wrong. And I don't have a second lined up. I do have a map and compass, so I could come up with more ideas. But given that this one was slab locked, this one feels like it's probably the right one. Ooh, Dark Nuts. Get body, nerds. And that's the boss key. Awesome. Yeah, no, Dark Nuts are real fighters. If you disarm them, they throw hands. Or rather, it's like, I'm missing a sword, but you mistake me for being unarmed. I'm dual-wielding hammers. Let's go. I'm gonna save and quit back to the... Whoops. I'm gonna save and quit back to the entrance, and then warp pot to the boss room. Just to save a bit of time. Go to Subway, order a knuckle sandwich. A dark nut emerges from the back room. Alright. I'll probably end up going just a little bit over today, but it's a boss fight. I think that's worth it. I like how out of nowhere this boss is. Yeah, also this theme is just great. I believe this theme also got remixed for the Rito boss in Tears of the Kingdom. Where instead of Cold Jira, it's Cold Jira. I do love a good pun. Moljira? Gotcha. Well, yes, and then the Tears of the Kingdom version I think is Cold Jira. Right, hookshot. Oh no, I've been eaten. But I lived. Oh no, I've been eaten again. But I lived. Getting put with the ads is one of the worst for the figurine. Oh god, I hadn't even considered that. I'm really glad that I'm not going for 100% gallery completion. Miiverse communities here, could you use other people's photos or something? Oh no, I've been consumed. Not a fan of the HP bar in this one. That's because I'm using the Hero's Charm. If I wasn't using that, it wouldn't be there. I just love the screeching noises that this thing makes when it flies. Perish, gets stabbed in the tongue. A certain boss in Skyward Sword. I'll probably do Skyward Sword. Like, I dropped that game in disgust the first time I tried playing it, but like I got a little bit more patience this time around, I think. The controls were not good. Plus 1 heart, yay! Sadly, you can't rotate me 10 times with the music, I'm sorry. I'll set it off manually though. I'm dancing to the music. The true Master Sword. The Master Sword has returned. Its blade once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword of the one true hero is revived at last. Ariel, I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword. And my ancestors are most satisfied. I shall continue praying to the gods here. Ariel, please step into the light and return above ground. May the winds of fortune be at your back. I see, so the Forsaken Fortress has already... like a molting snake that casts off its dead skin. The place is so empty and quiet, one can almost hear the echo of dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. Why? What ails you? What? Lose the long face. The monsters are gone from the world. Doesn't that make you a little happy? Ariel, I have troubling news. Ganon has not shown himself above the seas since Valoo unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. And what's worse, there's not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world, the Forsaken Fortress. I cannot imagine how it is possible, and yet I cannot shake this foreboding feeling I have about the Princess Zelda. Ariel, you must search for all the Triforce shards so that we can head back to Hyrule without delay. Let's take this off. But yeah, we got the Master Sword. The real thing. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Wednesday. The game will probably be Chibi Robo. The next one I'm playing, Wind Waker in particular, will be on Friday. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again. That was the wrong button. I don't see anybody that I'm like familiar with streaming. So I'll throw you at another VTuber doing Wind Waker. Looks like... Huh. Nobody else is actually streaming in English. That is a VTuber. Okay, whatever. Have a wonderful night.